rapper, yeah, you can't see me coming. What you tryna do, baby girl, come with me.
Welcome back to another episode of NTS TV, episode 12. We got a full squad plus one.
Woo! Let's do this!
Number
What
one,
up, what
the
up?
undisputed Spoonchy.
Yes.
Mr. They call him Spoonchy Spice.
That's my stripper name.
He on his Megan.
nobody.
He on the Megan Thee Stallion vibes, dog.
Okay. Cash, okay.
We got Lucha Firme over there to the right of us.
That's right.
It took him a whole week to come up with that name, but I'll use it.
Hey, no lie, I actually did it in like 10 minutes. I was
We
thinking.
don't believe that. None of us.
10
believe
minutes,
that
bro.
shit.
10 minutes, all it took. And we got a hamburger over there. It's funny because he's actually vegan.
It's a cheeseburger. I'm an impossible burger for Halloween.
Now you just
y'all.
called it cheeseburger,
You know?
bro. You're in a cheeseburger.
And I'm an impossible cheeseburger. There it is.
Look at him over there looking at me.
And then,
You want me? You want the burger, bro?
and then my name
Still
is
undecided.
Louis Low Half Alive. Where I do it to prestige, but only have a try. Thank you very much.
That was cheesy, y'all.
Okay.
Yeah.
We back
I
at
think
it,
he's
remember?
the cheeseburger
How many
here.
Over here,
So,
Mr.
Spoonchy?
Chilling on faded, bro. Too faded-ish.
How do you know when you're too faded?
When we start doing shit like this, right?
When you start putting on blue wigs and shit, thinking you're somebody else.
You?
Yeah.
Hey, shit, bro.
for sure.
It
I feel
kind
like
of
a
it
girl
kind of
right
fits you, dog. You gonna lie?
Well, better back up. I'm taking, bitch.
Lou's alter ego is starting to come out. I see it.
His natural
This,
self.
bro. Nah, I'm just giving the homie a compliment, bro. Hey, homie shit, you know what I mean?
That's right.
Welcome back to another episode, Halloween special. We're actually dropping 2 days before Halloween, so it's not like on the Halloween day, but it's gonna pop up in the feeds.
The energy's there.
Spooky.
So I know we were talking about some stuff earlier,
Oof.
Mr. Raul. Tell him that story though, bro.
What's up,
We're gonna
Wise
start out
Flo?
spicy with it. Tell him the story of the
Which
white
one?
dress.
Oh, the little girl.
Well, actually, no, the other one was better, honestly. The one about the
The
you're
one
walking
that
up to the
that
doorstep.
actually happened to me.
Yeah.
So this was 97, 98. It's in Guerrero, Mexico. So I'm visiting my grandma. My cousin has been gone for approximately 2 days missing. He was out there, running a fool. And it was nighttime around this time. So
It was in Mexico.
it's in Mexico.
Do you remember what time it was?
It's
Hey, you never know.
6 in the morning.
Was it
No,
raining?
It was
'Cause
late
it
at
was a
night.
cloud.
Because you know
It
how
was
they call a
dark
certain
outside.
time in Mexico, like el tiempo
I
del.
wouldn't be able to.
La muerte.
Oh, from two to I think from 2 to 5.
Yeah, I'm not too familiar with
It's
it, but I
between
know I've
hours
heard
of lunch
it
and,
being brought up.
Supper.
Basically for me.
Hey,
Between the hours of noon, sir.
Remember, it was
Hey,
around
kinda-
3:30.
kind of off topic though, but you gotta think at nighttime portals open up.
That's true, bro. From two to 5
to
or like 2 to 4.
3
I wouldn't be able to tell you an exact time, but it was dark at night. Okay, so it's dark.
Was it raining?
I'm probably no, it wasn't raining. It was
Okay.
just dark outside. It was a cool night. It was cold. It was pretty cold.
How cold? Like kind of cold, or really cold, or like?
A poquito cold,
It's not bad.
Yeah.
Be cold where you can cut glass with it, or just
Barely getting enough. You know.
Close,
Could
but no
tell.
cigar.
No, but
No shrinkage has happened then. That's what you're telling me.
I don't know what the fuck you're talking about.
No, that's how
Delta 9.
That's how you know if it's cold, G.
It is throw thing for him. You know what I mean?
This fool's gonna cut the show again. I'm trying to keep it from going that way.
Okay.
Yeah,
I didn't cut it. I didn't.
The show. You should have seen this, fool. I'm not gonna tolerate this.
He was on his period, bro. Let him be.
I know, bro.
Hey,
but
bro.
it's-
Everybody,
Hey, bro.
everybody has that time of the month,
bro, I'm
you
just
know.
saying.
Lo perdoné, güey. Ya le di su cariño.
Get your bitch ass up.
I cut like a promo
Okay,
on his
it was
ass.
late at night and it was cold.
Anyways,
Late at night and it was cold. I was just trying to see how cold it
back
was,
to
but
this,
It's
the
cool.
story, right?
Are you good?
So, my grandma's house is right next to the little roadside. It's a dirt road. A couple of houses on top of a little hill. So my grandma spots what seems to be someone sitting down next to a wall. Looked like they were fucking drunk, just putting their head down, right? So my grandma tells me, hey, that's Alejandro, that's my cousin, that he's been missing for 2 days. Like, it's probably him all fucked up. Like, I gotta go bring him, go help him. As I'm walking to the fucking place, bro, I hear my mom call my name.
You look
from
funny
behind.
with mask, bro. I'm sorry, bro.
It's alright.
Hey,
That's
Thomas,
hilarious. I love
Thomas,
it. I love it.
don't let it touch
Hey,
you.
you
You gotta
know
keep
what?
it always up.
What
Now
happened?
you make noise in it.
Alright.
We were saying though, my bad.
Alright, it's cool. So as I'm going to go see my what I think is my cousin, I just see a figure up there, So I hear
I can't take you serious with this mask on right now.
Oh hell, bro.
Okay, go
I'm
ahead.
having a hard time looking at you. Fucking way, bro.
Good to know.
Man.
This fool just looks at me laughing his fucking ass off, bro. That shit was funny as hell.
Good to know y'all could take me serious.
Serious. Okay. I don't know why I blew in. Like it's gonna fix anything. I went, okay, cool.
All right. But anyways, so as I'm walking up here, I hear my mom calling me from where my grandma's house is at. So I turn around logically. I'm still walking towards it. I just turn around, look. I don't see anybody, so I keep walking. But I realize there's no one there.
I have a question. Were you wearing that mask?
You know what?
He like, I'm a brave kid.
He's like, actually, it was Rey Mysterio.
Nah, it was actually a Santo one I was wearing.
Okay.
So, as I turn around, I start looking. I don't see anybody, right? So I start walking back, and I tell my grandma, like, hey, there was no one there. My grandma's like, you actually went to go look and shit. I was like, yeah. Fucking, she comes in, locks the door, and she starts turning on her candles and gets her rosario, and she starts praying.
That's crazy.
And I didn't know what the fuck was going on. She's like, oh, era un espíritu malo.
She hit you with the egg?
A bad spirit.
Nah.
She wrote
But
the
you
egg
know
on you?
what? The next day, my tío fucking started giving me ramas and alcohol. He was giving me a fucking limpia. I didn't know what the fuck was going on, but yeah.
Cleansing.
In Mexico,
Little
right?
Cleanse, yeah.
It's probably like, you think it's probably like a person that got like murdered or something?
I have no idea.
You said that house was abandoned, huh?
Yeah, 2 of his houses were abandoned now. But yeah, that
Bando.
happened.
That's crazy as fuck. Crazy. What about the white dress story?
Oh, well, this was told. I don't know how real is it, but apparently a lot of people know about it around the area where I'm from, the San Diego area.
Shout out.
That I don't know if it's 100% true, but fucking sounds like, now that I fucking saying it sounds like it came from a movie. What about this motherfucker just told me?
He just
Seen that movie,
re-scripted the movie to you?
Just passing it around.
Because he used to tell these stories every fucking Halloween. And usually it was the same fucking one.
The Michael Myers.
I literally
Sometimes
seen.
it's like
I'm not gonna
Right.
lie. I've honestly seen this story on TV.
I think
Right?
I heard that.
No, but not in Yorba Linda. It's like out in the desert.
No,
or
but this
something.
motherfucker.
But anyway,
this
continue.
motherfucker told me like
Full of
it
shit.
was like this motherfucker.
His eyes should be brown.
Maybe if hey, that's a good story though. Like the one he told us, like he actually made me believe it. I forgot about it.
You just
Up until
you
today.
just noticing right now.
I just barely noticed it right now.
Hey, but
Until I start paying attention to it,
Wait, it makes sense.
the
It's a
teachers
movie.
back then were cool like that though, bro. It's very like festive,
Yeah.
Like, you go on school on Halloween day, you feel the vibe, like, you feel
No,
like
but I
fucking.
actually
Facts,
believe that
facts.
fucking
Yeah, it's
story.
like
'Cause, like the
nostalgia.
way he fucking put it out.
Wait, you didn't even tell it. Hold up.
All right, so the way I remember as he was telling, I might have fucked up a couple parts, but so he basically said it was a girl that went out for a prom night or something like that. I want to believe. She went with the boyfriend. I guess things went down south. And it was foggy this time of day. Well, it was night, right? It was foggy at night. And it was thick fog. And apparently the girl was running out on the street. If you guys know Yorba Linda and Brea area, there are some parts that kind of look like the other sides of the road. You could actually fall off a cliff in some of those areas.
Yeah.
You know, because I delivered over there, and it was kind of like, you know,
Like open road a lot.
there's not a lot of fucking, there's a lot of dirt roads.
It's very mountainous and canyony.
Yeah, so apparently this girl got killed. We ran over. This was back in the 60s and the 70s, where he planned the story happen, you know. So I guess this girl gets run over on her prom dress, some white dress or whatever. And 20 years something later, some guy gives on the same time, he gives a girl a ride home because it was foggy at night. Offered her a ride. The girl said yes. Got in the car. He claims that the girl asked if she could borrow his jacket. The guy said yeah. Drove her home. I don't know how, if it was foggy.
Did he get handsy with her or no?
I don't know, bro. That's a good question.
I would have.
Yeah, I figured.
If she let me. If she let
Well,
me.
I figured that's
try
why
and
you had
disappears, bro.
asked that question.
You're like, she disappears somewhere.
Then
No, but it's weird, you know, like
That'll be like that.
That was a quickie, is what I would say.
I would say life's a risk. You gotta take your chances, you know.
you
Take a
got in this
chance.
car, you know.
Hey, how much do y'all believe in that? Like in ghosts?
Wait, he didn't even finish. Hold up.
Damn, dog.
He did.
What a fucking rude ass motherfucker.
All right, my bad.
Bro, he's
Continue.
not even done.
My bad, continue. We'll
Hush,
get back to
Lou.
it. We'll
All
get
right.
back to it.
So back to it.
Back to it.
Okay, this guy's giving her a ride. She takes the jacket. Apparently, she gets off and tells him that they're there already. So the guy doesn't even know where the fuck he's at. You know, back then there's no fucking phones. There's no fucking GPSs. You know, it's just a fucking map. You have to know where it's.
Damn. So,
Dude, I can too, but
Bro.
I'm trying the best. It just trips me the fuck.
That's so funny.
So
that's a good mask.
I like it. It's funny.
Not bad.
It's a good mask.
It's actually my homies.
Oh, for real?
Shout him out.
Pentagon, you know, Cero Miedo.
Cero miedo.
Eso
Watching my
queso.
Lucha- and Lucho
you know,
Firme
every
over
Wednesday
here.
night, Trios
Lucha
champion.
Firme, actually.
Well, let's before. he
Hey,
gets-
dog. That's actually pretty hard ass name. Lucha Firme. That's pretty hard, bro. We should do wrestling, dog. Like, get back into that shit.
No.
You don't think that's a hard name?
Bro, he can't get back into wrestling at this point.
I can't.
No, bro.
I'm way too old, bro. I'm 34.
But he could be another Vince
You can be a
McMahon.
referee.
Hey.
1, 2, 3, done. You know.
There's more to it, but yeah.
You get what I'm saying.
I get you.
Vincent Van Fu. That's hard.
Crickets.
That's hard.
Yeah, crickets.
Okay, no.
Anyways, as you were saying,
Okay. So where was I? All right. So this guy, I guess, drops off this girl. You know, he goes, starts looking for this girl 'cause he wants his fucking jacket back, right? But apparently couldn't find where the fuck he was even at. So he waited until the morning. And
That shit's funny as shit.
whatever.
That shit's funny as shit. Continue. My bad. Keep
Nah,
cutting
go
you off.
ahead.
My bad for
What are you saying?
Huh?
He said, "This is Vapes is the homies," and I looked at him whispering, not trying to interrupt you. I was like, "I don't give a fuck." And he starts laughing, and then he looks at me like I did something wrong when I'm just trying to take a rip.
Hey.
no, I know he's a fiend.
Hey, bro.
That's why it's already with the other fiend.
Shut your bitch ass
That's
up.
the fiend couch.
Hey.
Hey, Luis.
gonna
Earlier
say
you were
something.
telling us about
You can hit it some more. I'm not
that
tripping.
your grandma was telling you about.
Get your money, bro.
duendes, right?
I
I didn't say pass it back to your girl.
Shut your bitch ass up.
Alright, back to your story, buddy.
No, I'm more interested on this guy's story that his grandma was telling.
Thank
You
you.
didn't even finish, my G.
All right. Moral of the story is the guy next morning he woke up, found out that the girl has been dead for 20 years or something like that. You know, sounds like a fucking movie to me now. You know,
Spooky.
Hey.
Ooh.
Hey, nah,
I
but real
appreciate
question,
what
though.
that principal did.
Real question, what's everybody's take on that? Like, y'all really think that shit's real? Like, have you ever felt in walking the room and you feel like bad energy?
You want to hear something crazy? I'll tell you a story.
Like, with nobody being there, you just walk in the room for bad
I
energy.
never had bad energy, but I had this shit where I seen like people pass away.
Talking to the microphone, my guy.
Before they pass away, I'll see like their spirit or something, right? So I was in class one day, probably like 17 years old, right? I'm sitting in this round table and shit, and I'm sitting with all my classmates, like laughing at me.
You know, it's funny because he was looking at me. He was panning back from you to me to try, because I know he like couldn't take it serious. He started laughing as soon. Anyway, yeah.
So I'm sitting down at this table, we're doing some bullshit work, and
Shouts out school.
God damn.
And then,
come on, let him finish.
Go to
So-
school, kids.
Let the man talk.
Or
Yeah,
else
go
you're
to
gonna end up,
stay in school. Stay in school.
stay in school.
so I'm sitting down and shit, and I see this person in white long sleeves, like kind of like shiny because the sun was kind of hitting inside the classroom and shit. And I don't think nothing of it. I'm like, oh, it's just somebody. 20 minutes later, I get a call like, hey, fool, do you remember this person? Who? It's Ira. He passed away. He just died. What? Didn't think nothing of it. Went to sleep. Woke up. I'm like, wait, maybe that was him. Didn't think about it, bro. My grandma passes away, right? I'm walking with my friend, walking my dog. Some girl happens 11 o'clock, 12 o'clock. This girl's probably like 13 years old, bro. Smiling at me.
At night.
At nighttime, bro. But she's like happy. Walks by, around, because it's a cul-de-sac, right? And I'm walking back home, and I'm walking my other dog. I'm like, I gotta see this girl. I gotta see who she is. Let me just see, because it's weird for this girl to be out here too late. I walk down the street, and I look down, nobody. 10 minutes later, my mom's like, hey, we gotta go. Your grandma's dying. We pull up to my grandma. She takes her last breath. And she's done. So it's like, I feel like that was like a spirit saying, hey, like, I'm gone. Tell your moms I'm gone.
See, what if it was?
Shit.
What if it was even your grandma
When she
as
was a
like
little
a
girl.
little girl form?
I was thinking
Because
something like that.
they say sometimes, you know, when people pass on, they happen to take the form that they were most comfortable in or they were most happiest in.
Yeah.
Yeah, my condolences, though. fam.
Yeah, for real. My condolences sincerely, bro, to your family. You know,
That,
sorry for your
How
loss.
long
If you ever
ago
need
did
to
this
talk, bro,
happen?
we here.
Like
that's a message, though.
A year ago?
I feel like that's a message, though, for
That's
you.
true.
Like, you know,
Yeah.
it's like,
And like funny shit is everybody's crying inside my aunt's house but me, bro. Like I'm keeping my cool, like I was okay with that shit.
Yeah, because that was your closure.
that was a
I was
reconciliation.
just chill, bro. Like
We're at
everyone's
peace.
panicking. I'm just like, yo, chill. You gonna be alright. You gonna be alright.
Yeah, that made you stronger, bro.
I was just chill about it. I cried more for my neighbor that passed away than my grandma. You know? Sad to, it sucks to say that, but it's like I just
Well, what, like,
I was more mature, I guess, now than I was back then. You know?
what if, like, your grandma passing and the little girl was your grandma saying, like,
That's what I'm
like,
thinking,
I'm
bro.
happy, no, bye.
I literally
That's what I'm
just said
thinking.
that, Lou.
Yeah, no.
What are you taking his side because y'all got a thing going on, or
No, I know
Oh,
you
no,
just
it's
said
'cause
that,
when I
but I
look in
just
your
brought it
eyes,
back up
just-
again.
Whoa,
No,
something else.
like I was saying, though. No, like,
No, I was just kidding.
that's it's cool. It's like, I feel like those kind of messages are like good messages. That's why you felt good, you know. Like,
Yeah,
you're like, man,
I was
you're
just
at
like
peace.
at peace and shit, you know. I was
Yeah.
like, all right, and then I saw her and I was just like, you know, you expect someone like, hey, come on, wake up already. Like I knew that was not gonna happen. I was cool with it.
Yeah, man.
I haven't experienced shit like that, but besides the thing what happened with my grandma, but I didn't see it like anything. I didn't get scared or anything. It just tripped me out. But when my wife lost our first kid, there was like strange shit going on in the house. So she was like 2-3 months pregnant when she lost a baby.
Sorry to hear that, bro.
Yeah, that's probably what was one of the hardest times in my life. You know, because I had the illusion of being a dad. You know, that's why I tell you what I tell you. You know what I mean? You know, so you don't have to. So you could experience, like, so you could be prepared. That's why I tell you those things.
You know, I
know,
can never
so-
relate to it because I'm not a dad, whatever. But I mean, like, it made
No,
you stronger, though. It made you
no,
stronger.
those
And
private
made you a better father.
Yeah. So that happens, and my mom at the time she was telling me that she hears like little stuff, like little footsteps or fucking. She feels like someone is jumping on the bed, and at first she kind of welcomed it. She's like, "Oh, it's fine," until she started telling me like that it started scaring her. Like she would feel like someone was jumping a lot on the bed, and things would start falling over and shit. I didn't believe it because it never happened to me. Like, you know what? Now that maybe once where I heard like the spoon, like where the spoons were at, it started rattling a little bit. But I didn't pay
At-
much attention.
At your current residence or at somewhere you lived before?
It was a previous house where I was staying at.
Was it at the time that your girl had lost
Yeah.
a kid?
Yeah, she was living with us at that time. So yeah. So other than that, I mean, my wife and my mom actually saw a lot of it. I didn't see most of it. I probably witnessed it once.
Probably felt more open to her feminine energy.
Yeah, but my mom had she had me turn on a candle, say a prayer, and like actually like if I'm talking to someone and tell them like, hey, go rest, we'll be fine. Like you don't need to be here and stuff. It was a weird. I didn't want to do it. I didn't believe in it. I don't know why. I try not to believe on that stuff.
Like now that we talking about this subject, like it kind of takes me back to one time when we were in my uncle's house, bro. There was a party going on. I remember I was like a little kid, and everyone was like, we were still little kids and stuff. It was like we're all playing around outside, whatever, playing outside. I remember we're going through the house to go to the backyard because there's a party in the front and in the back too. And I just remember seeing the line, like everybody made a line and stuff. And the guy in the front told everybody that he's seen a little girl walk in there. And she was using the restroom, he's waiting for her. And they waited, bro. They waited for like 30, 40 minutes. And they say that like they were just like worried, like what the fuck happened to the little girl? So they opened the restroom for her and there was like no one in there. There was like nobody in there. And there was always like a little shack right there where they live at. In the entrance, there's a little shack right next to it that they always keep locked. And it's like just like a very dark room in there, dog. And my aunt said that she's seen things, she's heard things moving there by herself, And it's an old house, bro. It's like maybe 80 years old, 70 years old. So a long, long time ago,
Something could have happened to her. Like she could be buried there, or something could have happened to her in that shack.
It's crazy because they were all like waiting for the little girl, bro. And the guy said he saw her go in. He like saw the little girl in the little dress going. She was in the restroom, and then he opened it, and there was no one in the restroom, bro. She was trippy as fuck. And that same house, they still live in that same house to this day, bro. And I feel like they hear shit, bro. I think they just got like comfortable with it now, It's just inevitable, and it's like their first house they bought too, so it's like they're rocking out all the way,
I'm okay with all that shit because now that I'm thinking about it, at my house, you could hear a lot of that shit, and there's a reasons why because the landlord's wife used to live in that house, but she passed away.
That's crazy.
And she used to say that was her house. And if you go in the back of the alley, one of the homies got smoked right there. He got killed. He got shot and killed in that alley. In front of that, okay. You know where I stay at.
Yeah.
Like in front of that house where you come in, we used to meet up.
The entrance, yeah.
Yeah. So if you're going straight on Center Street and you make a right towards the restaurant in Farolito, in front of that restaurant, there's a Placentia library. It's an old library. Then there's an alley and there's a house right next to it. This is actually true. Like I've never seen anything around this alley, but there's guys that
It sounds like a movie to me, bud.
Nah,
I've
bro,
seen it too.
Okay, so back in I want to say this was in the 90s, bro. So this one guy fucking killed his whole family and he killed himself.
Right there, where you live at?
The house that I'm telling you that's next to the alley.
That's fucking crazy.
Right. People that have lived there, like I know like 2 or 3 people, and I've asked them like, hey, fool, I know this shit happened back in the days, around this time, and everybody around there knows that shit. And I asked him, you hear shit? And he's like, yeah, you can hear footsteps.
It's crazy.
That shit. That shit was like.
He's like, you can hear footsteps around the house.
Bird.
Yeah, and
You're so scared your lettuce falling. Look at you.
one of my homie claims that he saw an old lady sweeping on an alley at 2 a.m. It's either that or he was hitting the pookie to
Shit, bro.
Shouts out.
But but you know what? In my house, you could hear like there's a fucking it's a gate door. It's right in front of my door. You know, like those little handles that are on the bottom of the door, so you can hold it so it won't fucking move and shit.
Oh, little stick.
The little stick, little palito. So every time you drag the fucking door, you can hear the palito fucking move, right? Or every now and again, you can hear that shit move, like if someone's trying to open it. And I'll go and fucking turn on my fucking flashlight. You know, because people have gone through there, you know, they're running from the cops. You know, one time I almost killed someone and I almost beat his ass. But, yeah, so I know people pass through there.
Lucha Firme.
And every time I go check, my wife is convinced that it's the lady that passed away that's doing all those movements.
That's crazy.
And that's not the only one. I mean, the landlord used to live upstairs, and he said that he was home alone. He's scared of staying alone, bro. He's like, he will not be home alone. He has to be with his kids, or he'll call someone to go fucking sleep over. Because it happened to him.
You sleep with him sometimes?
Only way I can't pay the rent, you know?
Yeah. Whatever pays the bill.
Hey, bro.
Honesty is the best policy, y'all.
Hey, man, gotta do what a man gotta do,
Yeah,
bro.
exactly, man.
So he was telling us that he was going to bed and he turned off the lights. So he's like laying in bed and shit, and all the lights turned on right on him. Like it was like a midnight or 11. He fucking started tripping out, turned them off again. And then fucking 30 minutes later, it turned on again.
That's the worst shit, bro.
He
Especially when
fucking
you're about to
bounced,
sleep and get comfortable and
He fucking
comfy.
bounced. He was like, fuck that.
Bro,
No.
hell no.
For real.
I don't know if
Hey,
it's true,
dog.
you know?
I'll be putting
We
that
don't-
on the
we-
market.
We don't stick around for that shit. We run, dog.
Mm.
We run. Fuck that.
Nah, I would just be like, call the electrician. I'm not scared of that, though.
Not me. Hey, I ain't
I'm
gonna
not
get
testing
possessed
it.
today, bro. I'm good.
Not
Yeah, that's the
testing
thing.
Got the mask.
I'm
got
not
the power,
testing.
you know?
Yeah, see, they don't even know who you are. So
Yeah, if he's not scared, I have to take his fucking soul. Possess him. You need to be all fucking bent over on the bed and then come inside the fucking house.
fantasies or what, Lou?
Whoa, like not like.
That's what we did last night, bro.
Like
He's
the
trying to
Exorcist
redo it.
shit,
And
Yeah,
dog.
he's trying to relive.
Yeah.
He's trying to relive
Like
what y'all
the-
had.
Bro,
Why do
like,
you think he's walking crooked?
like the Exorcist shit.
I
bro.
don't question it.
He's like, leave
No.
me in the wheelchair, leave me in the wheelchair. I said, we gotta do I said, you gotta do a podcast tomorrow, bro. Come on now.
Hey. Like the Exorcist. Yeah, I know what I'm talking about. Her hands are back, like bent back. Oh,
I
come
had
on,
her.
bro. You
I
get
had
your
her like
bitch
that,
ass
dude.
on,
Is that how
Lucha
that-
Firme.
And she was wearing a leash.
Hey, that's what you did to him, huh?
Leash.
It's pretty flexible.
Hey,
this one, huh?
hey, chill,
Wow,
chill.
Lou.
Hey,
Take a look at his little hole. Right
chill.
Right at the knees,
chill,
huh?
Chill.
No knee pad.
You
Kids
be renting
professional.
them out, huh?
Bro, it's called style, bro. It's called style.
I gave him
Let me
style.
introduce it to it.
You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
You know,
man.
what can I say?
He's a good artist, though. I'll tell you that much.
Nah, but on some
That's
real
what
shit though.
matters.
Have you guys witnessed
Bro.
anything like that besides you saying?
What about you, Thomas?
Oh nah, bro. Honestly, I'm not gonna open the door for anything, but I'm gonna just say it's funny. Nothing has ever really happened to me. Yeah, I guess you could say
Some shit
my
happened, but you don't want to bring it
supernatural
up.
experiences.
Have you ever
boring?
guys seen a UFO?
Oh, bro, hold up. He's a mind reader now.
Lucha Firme.
Anyway,
Sick ass fool.
Bro, we're gonna make you a fucking like a little fucking
bro.
intro dog for you,
Fuck
G.
it.
Lucha Firme. We'll make a song called Lucha Firme,
yeah,
dog.
yeah.
Damn,
I'm gonna
that
make
shit
your
will be
theme song,
hard,
bro.
bro.
Let me be on it,
We'll
though.
make his theme
We'll make
song.
Let me be on this shit. I love this shit.
He goes,
All right,
go.
all right,
Fucking do
all
it.
right.
hey, that shit will be hard though,
Alright.
bro. Imagine
Do it.
fool one day the shit blows up, fool. We saw a bunch of little you
Firme
and like the
fools?
fucking Lucha Firme mask
Like
on, dog.
homies, like the little homies.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Lucha
facts,
Firme,
facts.
homie,
I
dog.
would have to
Shirts,
go make
bro.
a mask.
TV show, video game. It's
He wears all,
over.
he wears all black and boots, fool, and just a fucking
Sick ass fool, dog.
whatever the fuck that texture is. Mask, silicone
Leather.
mask.
It'll be like silicone or something we'll use.
You're pretty familiar with silicone, aren't
Oh,
you?
trust me, he is.
Okay.
Anyway,
Nah,
back to what I was saying
Yeah,
before
yeah.
I was rudely interrupted.
Yeah, I'm so
wow.
sorry about that, boss.
You should be.
bitch.
Basically, I was at this. I used to stay at this house, and basically, I would. It was a cul-de-sac, and it was this house. It was a huge house. It was a 2-story house. I didn't even hear you laugh out, but it was a 2-story house, and basically, I stayed on the bottom floor, but the room that was all the way in the corner,